So I've got a really interesting product from Shokz today, a new entry to their earbud lineup called the OpenFit Air. We've seen the original OpenFit earbuds on the channel before, and what's interesting about this new model is that they appear to offer all of the same great features of the original OpenFit, but they come with a much lower price tag. So they're a no-brainer, right? Now, you probably spotted the sponsorship label at the start of this video, so I want to be fully open with you and say that these were sent to me by Shokz. As always though, I'll be giving my full honest thoughts, including negative feedback, otherwise I don't make the review, it's as simple as that. So today we're going to cover everything that's new and exactly what's different from the original OpenFit earbuds. Unboxing first then, and this will be a familiar experience to any owners of the Shokz OpenFit. You simply get the earbuds in their charging case, the usual paperwork, and a USB A to C charging cable. The case design is very similar in shape and size. You can just see minor changes like the beveled edges, the recessed charging port at the back, and the interior LED is now gone. We get new colours with the Air, and whilst the black is very similar, the beige is replaced with this new white colour, that's my favourite, and there's a pink model as well. The earbud design is slightly tweaked. We've got a new beveled body, all plastic this time, the silicone is only for the ear hooks, which now have a cutout. Shokz have moved the battery from the ear hook into the main body for this new design, and it does result in a slightly bigger and heavier earbud overall, which I found surprising for a model called Air, so they're not quite as seamless on your ears. Still, we're talking about changes of less than half a gram, and these retain Shokz USP, which is that incredibly lightweight and comfortable design. I praised this recently in my open earbud comparison video. Shokz were number one for comfort, and it makes their earbuds so enjoyable to wear, especially for long periods of time. They're designed for extremely low pressure at the top of your ears. That's one of the issues with some of the others, and I can mostly forget that I'm wearing these. In fact, I'm yet to find a more comfortable ear hook design, and with nothing going into the ear canal, they're one of the most comfortable earbuds full stop. The fit and feel is essentially the same as the original OpenFit, to be perfectly honest. They stay put really well when exercising, and are great for casual use around the house too. The flexible nature of the ear hooks and this new cutout helps them to conform to any ear size and hold them securely without feeling like they're clamping over your ears. So wearing them is easy. You simply rotate them over your ears and the speakers will be positioned over your ear canal for the optimal listening experience. Despite their open nature, the sound leakage is particularly low with this design, and crucially, you can still hear your surroundings and maintain spatial awareness. That's the key advantage of an open earbud versus an in-ear design, and why it's popular amongst runners and cyclists who want to keep an awareness of traffic, and also office workers who still need to be able to interact with their colleagues. As great as the transparency mode is in some earbuds now, artificially hearing your surroundings is no substitute for the real thing, and I personally find myself grabbing a pair of open earbuds now when I go out running or when walking the dog. The touch controls are essentially unchanged. We lose the tactile bumps on the outside, but the touch surface is actually very large and responsive. It works great, including when it's raining and they're wet. We still have just the two gestures to customize, a double tap and a tap and hold. One change this year though is you can now turn the touch controls off, so that could be useful for those who get annoyed by accidental touches. I do feel like Shokz missed an opportunity to add more gestures though, and wearing detection would have been nice to see as well. The app is almost identical to the originals. We have the battery tracking on top, a small EQ selection, a toggle for multipoint and the control customization, and a mini music player at the bottom. So not a whole lot feature-wise, but there is a clean and intuitive layout. I was a bit sad to see the custom EQ option is missing for the new Air model. I don't know if this is intentional to entice people towards the flagship OpenFit, but I'm hoping instead this is something that will be added to the app later for the Air model. Looking at the spec comparison, there's almost no change there as well. Still IP54 protected against dust and light splashes, still Bluetooth 5.2, SBC, AAC and multipoint support, and then the battery life drops from 7 hours down to 6, but keeps the same 28-hour total. Most of that is all absolutely fine, but again, I think Shokz missed a chance to add wireless charging, or to upgrade to at least Bluetooth 5.3 for instance. We are midway through 2024. The battery drop from 7 to 6 hours is a shame, especially in a larger, heavier earbud, but it's not exactly a deal breaker. It's been plenty enough juice for my use, and I've only seen longer battery life in bigger, bulkier earbuds. The connection range and stability was fine, no issues there at all. And then the latency is absolutely fine for watching videos, but there is a bit of lag when gaming, so I wouldn't recommend them for that unless you have an iPhone. The latency is much lower here than on Android, presumably because of the AAC codec, and it was even slightly lower for the new Air model than the originals. I'm not exactly sure why, but it's definitely something I notice when testing and is good to see.
Okay, so this is a sample of the mic quality on the Shokz OpenFit Air. It's quite windy today, and there's also some cars passing in the background, but in general, they do a pretty good job for phone calls. It's strange because obviously my ears are open to my surroundings, so I can hear the background noise really loudly, but it actually isolates quite well, so these aren't a bad choice for phone calls at all. And then switching over to the original OpenFit earbuds, I do think these sound a bit better for phone calls. They just seem to isolate your voice more so you don't get as much background noise. So the new Air model are a bit cheaper, but the mic quality is a little bit worse as well.
The OpenFit Air still come with Shokz proprietary direct pitch technology and the 18x11 custom drivers, so I expected similar if not identical sound quality to the original model, but it is tuned differently. The tone is much brighter here, the treble is more prominent, vocals sound slightly more forward and higher clarity, but the bass is consequently weaker. The low end in general is just toned down by comparison. Now, on the one hand, I actually like this change because it does fix the bass distortion issue from the originals, which I pointed out struggled with loud volumes and bass-heavy songs. The Airs don't have this problem. But there is less warmth in the low end now, which you should be aware of, as you may prefer that older style of tuning. Of the very few performance differences between the two models, then if not the mic quality, then I'd say this was the biggest. In general, I do really like how these sound, and the overall quality is surprisingly good. Open earbuds get criticised for the lack of isolation and the quality drop you experience in noisy environments, but that should really be an obvious drawback to the open nature of the design, and in a quiet room indoors you can hear just how good these sound. The bass is rich and you get full sounding music that can rival some in-ears. Like OpenFit, you can still hear that loudness style EQ baked in where you get some bass compensation at lower volumes, so your music still sounds good there, and then it tapers off towards max volume to avoid distortion. The volume here pretty much matches the original OpenFits, which is to say it's uncomfortable at maximum but not quite deafening. At those very high volumes, the increased brightness can border on being harsh with certain tracks, so I'll often switch to the bass boost EQ when running outdoors, for example, with loud music. But in general, the standard EQ has the best clarity and balance. It's just a shame, as I said, that there's no custom EQ option here to fine-tune the sound to your own preference. As I mentioned earlier, I was surprised and pleased with the low sound leakage. You're always going to get some with an open earbud, but it's a lot lower than you might expect. The design of the earbud and the drivers really does help to minimize this so you're not disturbing others around you, or just revealing the embarrassing music you're listening to. As you can see then, there's really not a lot that's changed with these new earbuds, and to be completely frank with you, I was a bit confused by this new product launch and a bit disappointed actually. But then I learned what the price would be, and that's the most important point here. The OpenFit Air will retail for $119 or £119, and so compared to the OpenFit price, that's actually a pretty massive price reduction. There are still features and upgrades I was disappointed not to get, sure, but in fairness to Shokz, that's a wishlist for the OpenFit 2, a future product I still want to see, but the OpenFit Air is not that product. It's probably unfair to expect those things in a cheaper device, and to understand the Airs, it's more logical to view this not as a successor earbud, but as a better value alternative. The original OpenFit might still be the flagship, but what's actually transpired is that the OpenFit Air keeps all of the best parts of the original model and offers them at a much more affordable price. This is the pair I'd recommend most people buy. Looking at this as its own individual device, the OpenFit Air is just a great open earbud that offers excellent value for money. So there we have it, that's our look at the new OpenFit Air, but do let me know in the comments what you think of it. If this video has helped you in any way, then please give it a like because that really helps me. I've got 2 great earbud and headphone videos coming next which you're not going to want to miss, so subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notified when those go live. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.